I never thought it was possible to stay indoors for close to 3 days without going out, but America has shown me that. Guys, like everybody raves about coming to America. Sorry, let me not say everybody, let me not generalize it. Most people rave about coming to the States, coming to the land of promise, coming to the land of milk and honey, but nobody talks about loneliness. Guys, it is lonely over here. No community life, no, you rarely spend time with loved ones, no family. You, it's like you're living a double life. It's like you're here but you're back home. It's like when you even go back home, you don't even fit into that community because you have been here for long, and then even here itself, you don't even fit because, like, guys, like it's so crazy. And then you ask people why the level of depression is high. This is the reason, guys. Loneliness in the United States or in Europe is crazy. Anyways, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Nay, a Cameroon content creator, and this is Ace Daily. If it's your first time to stumble upon this channel, thank you so much. And yes, do not forget to subscribe. So today we'll be talking about loneliness. Before moving to the States, guys, you have to prepare yourself mentally, psychologically, emotionally, and you have to prepare your mind, guys, because it's not easy being here. Like, it's so lonely being here. Before moving to the States, even this is a question you have to ask yourself. Am I the kind of person who can survive being indoors? Am I the kind of person who can survive going for about a week without talking to anybody? Am I the kind of person who can stay in my house and not talk to anybody, just be by myself? You have to ask yourself those questions. And for all those questions, it's no. Then America is not a place for you. I'm sorry to tell you that America is not a place for you. So, not to scare you, I'm just telling you so you can prepare yourself, you can prepare your mind, because here it's really rough. It's crazy, guys. It's really crazy. You have to be prepared that you're moving into a new country. Like, the way of life, the way people do things here is completely different. It's really different. So you have to prepare yourself. One of the downsides about moving to the States and the part and how loneliness comes in is the fact that there is no communal life. When I talk about communal life, I mean the fact that you don't have people to talk to. Back home, right? I can go to my neighbor to beg salt. Yes. But here I cannot go to anybody to beg salt, because the moment they just hit on their door, oh yes, put the police pulls up. But guys, back home I could run to my neighbor, hey, please mama, can I have salt? And they joyfully give you the salt, and even ask me if I need season, if I need Maggie on it. Yes. That's how it is back home. But here you cannot do that. Back home, you can keep your kid with somebody. You can ask your neighbor to take care of your kid. But here it's not the case. If you're asking somebody here to take care of your kid or to watch your kid, it's either your blood sister. You must be related by blood, or you guys have some kind of special relationship. Because here, if you're asking somebody to do that for you, you have to pay that person. No, nobody has that kind of time to sit around and be taking care of your kid. Meanwhile, there are shifts for people to go pick. No, they don't have that kind of time. So here is not like that. I mean, here is not like back home. Or I mean, back in Africa where I come from. Like, it's different here. Back home on all these holidays, we move from one neighbor to another. We eat, we are happy, we are jubilating. But guys, if I tell you that all through, I mean, like throughout the holidays, I was home. New Year I was home. Christmas I was home, indoors by myself, doing nothing, sleeping, eating. That way loneliness slowly, it just creeps in. It just has like this kind of hole over you. It's not like this is what you want, but that is just the way it is. Like, it's fucking, I'm sorry to use the F word, but it is really lonely here. And another thing is, guys, like, the society itself does not make it easy, because everything can be done online. Like, if you want food, they'll order it to your door. If you want clothes, they'll order it to your door. So tell me why you tell me. So that way you don't even find the need. You don't even, for some of us that don't even fancy going out there to do shopping or going to the shop to buy clothes. We just sitting indoors and everything is delivered to us, everything to our doorsteps. And it's sad. It's really sad, because that way you don't get to interact with people. Most of the times, everything, you're indoors. It messes with your mental health. Sometimes you might be going through something that you just need somebody to talk to, but there is nobody to talk to. Sometimes you have something great that has happened in your life. You want somebody to share that with you. Don't see that person. It's scary, guys. It's lonely. The level of loneliness is scary. So if you're a person that has been used all your life, you've been used to communal life, you've been used to having people, you've been used to hanging out with friends over the weekend, having all that like social life, guys, here is different. I'm sorry, it's not the case here. Like here your social life is limited because even on weekends you still go to work. But unlike Cameroon, where I come from, most places in Cameroon, like most in most like this the way the society is built, like over the weekend is it's to catch up, to hang out with family, to spend time with family. That is how the community is set up. So if you're coming here as a developer winner, or if you're moving here as an immigrant, please prepare yourself that it is not going to be easy. Like this is a phase that you have to undergo before you start to settle in. Like that first I don't know, like some people it takes them like some years before they finally set in. Because for me it took me about the period of 2 years before I could finally get comfortable like being on my own. Like at first it used to really worry me. Like I used to get so worked up because coming from Cameroon, like I used to have like my social life was pretty much active. I was rarely at home. I used to hang out with friends. I was the life of the party. But coming to the States, it's in fact it was completely different. Most of the times I had to be, if I was not in, okay, you work nights. Okay, for example, I work night shift, right? When I go to work at night, when I come back during the day, I have to find time to sleep, not hanging out with friends. Not, I don't have that kind of time because the little time I have to sleep. So that here is really really different. It's crazy, guys. Like it's really really crazy. I'm telling you, loneliness is something that is real. That is why so many people get depressed. And the funny thing about it is like what drives me crazy is because most of the times us from Cameroon or Africa in general, like we don't believe in mental health. And this like mental health, yeah, we don't believe that people can break down or have like mental health issues. Like mental health is real, guys. Like I don't know how to emphasize this, but mental health is real. Coming to the fact that people like me that came here without a family, guys, like mine is it's on another level. Because like most of the times I get scared. Like what if something happens to me? What if something happens? It's not like, I don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't have friends, but I have few friends. I'm like, most of the times I was like, what if something happens to me? I'm alone here. Who's gonna look after me? Who's even gonna bother? Like sometimes it really messes up with me, but one of the reasons why I joined YouTube was because of the loneliness. Yes, guys, I'm going to come clean on that. Is because I was lonely. I wanted something to keep me busy. I wanted a forum where I could express myself. I wanted a forum where I could get to meet people. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, like the loneliness, it became too much. Like I could not handle it at some point, but as they say, um black never cracks or dark never cracks. So I really tried as much to get myself up, and I'm happy that I found like these activities that I'm happy that I found YouTube where I could invest in. I'm happy I found YouTube where I could put in my time in, and at least that loneliness, I really don't feel it that way anymore because I have something that I look forward to. Like shooting videos makes me happy. Like I'm always excited because I have something to do. Even if days that I'm off from work, yeah, I watch movies, but at least I know I'm doing something productive. I know I'm reaching out to people. So guys, this is one of the reasons why I actually started YouTube, because I was lonely. And if you have your brothers or sisters that are out here in the States, please guys, make sure you always check up on them, because it's not as easy as you think. You might think that they make the money and everything, but guys, they are going through a lot. It's not even about making the money, because most of the times it's not even about like making the money. They are just the stress of America. Your job is stressing you. Your job is stressing you. You have bills to meet up with. It's just a lot going on. So please always endeavor to check up on your people that are here in the States. And for those who are coming, please be prepared. It's not going to be easy. The first 2 years may not be easy, but once you've overcome those first 2 years, guys, it's going to get better. It doesn't go completely, but it's going to get better. Another thing that in the course of shooting this video I remembered was the fact that, back home, like you move around, you see kids playing in the neighborhood, you see people standing along the street, you're passing and people are like, hey, Auntie Nene, hey, how are you? You You see people waving, there's always laughter, there's always joy, but here you don't even see that. No, you don't you don't see that. Like uh-uh. Sometimes you pass with your neighbor, sometimes you don't even know your next door neighbor. Sometimes you even bypass your neighbor and you don't even say hi. No, you don't. So it's crazy here, guys. Like the life here is really sad. That's why I keep telling people, if you are above 30, right, and you have a good means of survival, if your income is good back home, I don't advise you to move to the States. I'm going to come out blank and clear with you. I don't advise you to move to the States. You can come to visit, but relocating permanently, uh-uh. I'm not going to advise that because it's going to be hard, guys. It's really going to be hard because you're already used to another life, you're used to another culture, and then moving into this one, it's going to mess with you. It's really going to mess with you. And for those who are feeling depressed, please make sure you ask for help. There are people out there that are going to be more are willing and more than willing to help you. So please make sure you ask for help. And as I said, the disclaimer, this video is not to scare anybody on coming to the States. Please come to the States, and travel to all those European countries, but just prepare your mind mentally, emotionally, and psychologically that it is not going to be easy. You're going to face loneliness, but remember, oh, please remember to stay in touch with loved ones so that way it keeps you mentally sane. Thank you guys so much, and see you all on my next one. Bye.